Just when you thought our next guest comedy couldn't get any crazier, he's here at South by Southwest to extol the virtues of mushrooms and psychedelics in film and television. Welcome to the South by Southwest studio.
Thank you.
Comedian, actor, and great entrepreneur and thespian, Eric André of the Eric André Show.
Watch, pledge.
You like it?
I love it.
This is your final interview of the day, I have heard, of South by Southwest, and you're already celebrating with apple juice?
I got 2 apple juices.
Apple juices.
From the bar downstairs.
Yes. And this is water, by the way. You have a show.
Are you a drinker? You don't drink.
I don't drink, and I've
never have, or you used to and you stopped?
Never.
Not a drop?
Not a drop.
Never tried it?
Never tried it.
See, that freaks me out more than an alcoholic.
Why?
That you haven't tried a drop, that's extreme. That's a serial killer.
I might.
That's a Jeffrey Dahmer. You have the skin of children in your basement.
I mean, I wouldn't say the skin. I would say, I mean, come on now.
You're making human jerky in your basement.
Yes. It's for religious purposes, but
I was just about to step on my own landmine. I accept you for who you are.
Even if I had.
Whatever your background is, I accept it.
I also have.
I forgot there was 1.6 billion people that can't drink alcohol.
Well, many of them do, by the way, and I'm one of the few who doesn't. I also have not. Actually, I'll tell you my weed story.
How do I get out of the weeds in this?
You can't. You dug yourself.
I just stuck my foot in a bucket of syrup.
But
you know what? It's poison.
Drink the apple juice.
It's poison. Religion aside, it's poison, and you made the right choice.
Well, that's apple juice.
This is not. This apple juice is cancerous, so you're gonna live forever.
Delicious.
And I got like 2 weeks left.
But I have also never smoked weed before. Only once by accident.
There ain't nothing in your religion that says you can't smoke weed.
Well, I was in Nepal.
Light it up.
I was in Nepal.
Right?
As one is. And
I'm making that up. You could do mushrooms too, probably.
Maybe. And someone gave me a cigarette and they rolled it up and they're like, you have to smoke this. I'm like, I don't smoke. They're like, this is a friendship cigarette. I'm like, if it's a friendship cigarette. I didn't know.
Was I in Nepal with you? Yeah. Is that when we went to Kathmandu together?
Yeah, that time. I took a puff. I'm like, this doesn't taste like a normal cigarette.
Yeah.
And he's like, what's in it?
It was a jazz cigarette.
He looked at me and goes, ganja. So I actually have inhaled.
But that was accidental.
Accidental.
No psychoactive substances in your entire life?
Except dal and cilantro, no. Nothing.
What about caffeine?
Chai, yeah.
Caffeine's a psychoactive substance.
So I got something.
Yeah.
I got some cred.
Yeah.
Speaking about cred, I got to talk.
Would you ever have a psychedelic experience before you die?
For
spiritual and therapeutic reasons, not recreation.
It's a good question. My father has OCD. I have OCD, anxiety disorder. We had Deepak Chopra here a couple of days ago.
Okay.
Talked 20 minutes about the beauty of psychedelics and Molly that is helping people with anxiety.
Okay.
I was watching a documentary where an individual who suffered from OCD finally went on a trip for the first time.
Yeah, psilocybin.
Said, I tried everything.
Yeah.
And after this trip,
yeah,
he said, I swear by it, my
OCD went away.
I don't want to say OCD was cured because some people suffer, but he says it was cured. And honestly,
so would you consider it for medicinal purposes?
No, I would. And my wife, who's a doctor, I married up. I said, listen, I'm pretty intrigued by this. Like, if so many people have been helped, maybe.
There you go.
And for you,
do you think you could talk your father into it?
That is a good question. My father is visiting right now.
Get him down here.
No, but you know what? My father, as a South Asian immigrant father, old school dude, you'd think no. But my father, to his credit, open-minded, admits he has OCD, went to a therapist, and has worked at it to control it.
Okay.
And I think if I called him up and I said, Dad, let's try this, and it might help us, I think he'd be open.
Okay. If you convince your dad to do psilocybin or MDMA therapeutically, I'll give you $5.
$5, thank you. Is the budget of Eric André Show?
Well, that's a little bit more than the budget.
It's struggling right now.
Yeah.
I will take it for $5, but I will actually want your respect more.
You already have that. You had that as soon as I sat down.
As soon as I said I'm a Muslim, and you're like, ugh.
Yeah. Well, I felt bad about grilling you about alcohol.
No, you didn't grill. It's fine. You enjoy it, sir. We had Patton Oswalt here an hour ago, and
You're not missing anything. It's actually the most dangerous drug, alcohol.
I've
Every drug is safer except heroin.
Cigarettes?
No, that's not great. Heroin, nicotine, opioids, and alcohol are like the three most dangerous.
If you could replace, in all seriousness, if Americans drink, sometimes to escape, sometimes for fun. It's not as demonized as weed or ranch.
Yes. I like that tie-in. Thank you.
That's why they pay me the big money, man. And Molly. But if there was something you could replace alcohol with, right? You said, listen, yo, replace alcohol with this.
Alcohol's a tough replacement because it affects your GABA receptors. So it works exactly like benzodiazepines. So Xanax, there's no difference between taking a Xanax and alcohol as far as your brain is concerned. And the issue with that is that they're both really addictive, and I wish there was something that reduced anxiety, which I struggle with, like alcohol and benzodiazepines. No. I don't smoke weed. Weed makes me ruminate on my anxiety. I wish weed worked. So I wish there was a replacement. Mushrooms are pretty good. Psilocybin's pretty good. But I can't trip casually and socially. I need to do psychedelic trips with intention. And I usually need to be in nature or in a therapeutic setting to enjoy a psychedelic trip. So it's tough. I wish there was something. Whippets are pretty good. Nitrous oxide, laughing gas, at reducing anxiety without too much damage to your body. But benzodiazepines and alcohol are pretty corrosive and addictive, so I use them sparingly.
With mushrooms and psychedelics, when you say you want to use it with intention and in a specific setting, right?
Yeah.
What's the intention that you go in with?
It depends. I believe in using psychedelics for recreation. It doesn't always have to be therapeutic, but it depends. I think it's case by case. I think it's situation by situation. And like I recently smoked toad venom.
Toad venom,
which is a DMT derivative, 5-MeO-DMT, and I went in. My father recently passed away.
Sorry to hear.
And I went in with very specific therapeutic and spiritual intentions into that trip. It's not recreational. I mean, you go. It's beyond a trip. I was in the anus of the universe.
And was it pleasurable or was it?
It was absolute. It was like matter and time no longer existed. And it was like having 10,000 orgasms in the fifth dimension, but also tremendous fear and pain and ecstasy and euphoria all simultaneously. It was just emotions. It was one of the most spiritual experiences of my life.
You know, Deepak Chopra was here and he talks about it, how these drugs that are oftentimes marginalized have helped so many people, such as yourself with anxiety, to finally open up. To emote. And emotion means...
He did acid. He did acid one time.
He
did it one time, and he said it unlocked the dormant parts of your...
He was all in. And he said there's science behind it, there's experience behind it, it's mind, body,
soul. It cures
soul.
alcoholism. LSD cures alcoholism. Or it can. It has the ability to cure alcoholism.
But it's about the openness, right? It's about being more open and emoting and letting it out.
Yeah.
And why do you think... It was so curious, because you're a performer, and sitting here, and we've had a lot of guests for the last 3 days. I
think I'm going to convince you to have one psychedelic experience before you pass away.
I'll do it with...
Not that you're on death's door. You're full of life.
I'm middle-aged, sir. I'm 1 foot in.
I think because you don't drink, you're going to live forever.
The CNN host, Maria Hinojosa, has promised me if I ever smoke weed, I have to do my first joint with her.
Okay.
If I ever trip...
You already smoked in Nepal.
By accident, sir. It was a Bill Clinton accident. But I actually admit that I inhaled.
Where's your dad from?
Pakistan.
Pakistan. Have you been?
I've been many times.
Were you born there or you born here?
Born here.
I want to go. Take me with you.
I will. If I ever trip, you're right here, I'm going to shake your hand and make a promise. If I ever trip, I'll do it with you, if you're willing to do it.
Sure, if you want to. But you really should do it with like really close friends. No, you should do it in a safe and loving and nurturing environment.
And interesting.
Not with me, I'm nuts.
No, I mean, after accusing me of having child skin in my basement, I think you're a very warm person. I mean, after that amazing introduction, I think we got along really well. And shaming me for not drinking.
I forgot that 1.5 billion people don't drink.
It was like a whammy. You don't drink, freak. By the way, happy Ramadan, Muslims.
I kind of forgot about one half of the globe that doesn't drink.
I have to ask.
I do know a tremendous amount of Muslim people that drink like crazy.
More than.
More than.
You know.
More than.
And if I take you to Pakistan, which is a Muslim majority country, it will outdrink you.
Yeah. No, I know. When I was in Turkey, I was drinking with this Persian guy, and he drank like Ernest Hemingway amounts of alcohol. I couldn't keep up.
First of all, I appreciate the deep cut.
Yeah.
And for the literary nerds, that is an exquisite reference.
Which what?
The Ernest Hemingway level.
Oh yeah, alcohol. Yeah, who could you? I mean, it's him and Jack Kerouac who are the biggest, who were bigger drunks.
Who would win?
And how quickly can I alienate myself from Gen Z than to bring up Ernest Hemingway and Jack Kerouac? They drank like Ice Spice. I don't know what the kids want. Give me a reference.
The kids want Eric Andre. The kids want Eric Andre, and I have to mention this. Many people, they're like, "Oh, Eric Andre, performer. He's going to come here and talk about the season 6 of Eric Andre."
Oh yeah.
And you actually,
I got to promote my show.
No, I got to promote it for you, and we'll get back to this. But the show, and I think many folks listening, they're like, "But he comes on the show. He's great on TV. How can he have anxiety? How can he have anxiety?" Right? It's one of those situations where I feel like
I'm Jewish.
There you go.
Some people are born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. You know what I mean?
Maybe it's the Jew fro.
It's the Jew. Well, it's also the Jew neurochemicals.
But in all seriousness,
it's called transgenerational trauma.
That's it.
And it's a real fun time. They did experiments on lab rats where they somehow traumatized a generation of rats, and they said it took 5 generations. It took the rats' great-great-grandchildren to be born without trauma. So transgenerational trauma is real, and that's why I drink.
It's something that people might joke about, but it is real. The last couple of years, people have realized there are genes. It gets inherited. Trauma codes are genes.
They're doing experiments on plants right now where they traumatize plants and see that their DNA gets warped. Is that wild?
No, it makes sense. And to heal, people tell stories, people emote.
Yeah.
People need to find.
You got to see the interviews I did before this one, and they were quite stark difference.
Better or worse?
I don't want to say worse.
You could say worse.
Worse. One was done on a shaky iPhone.
The bar is low.
The bar was low. I came in with a couple daiquiris in me, thinking I'm like on autopilot. But this is a serious.
Well, it's fun. You went there.
I feel
and
like
you just won over the Muslims, by the way, with that compliment. So thank you.
Hey, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Okay. I can't cheer. Wait,
yeah.
Can I cheers? That's disrespectful, right?
With my
cheers water. Yes, cheers water. But that's bad luck to the Christians. How do we unite?
The Christians are fine.
Okay.
The Christians will be okay.
I'm trying to unite the Abrahamic religions in one interview.
On behalf of the Muslims and Jews, Christians, you'll be okay.
Okay, sounds good.
I have to promote your show for you. 6th season of Eric Andre show is premiering, and
this is like the coexist bumper sticker.
The coexistence. The 6th season of Eric Andre has been described with high praise by Entertainment Weekly as.
Are you going to watch it?
I will watch it.
What do you watch? You're a Game of Thrones guy.
No, we had Charles Dance right here of Game of Thrones.
Prove it.
We have the clip where he was here and he looked in the camera and he did a great line. But we watch your show.
You did a line like a line of coke?
Like a line. No, not a line of coke. Maybe.
Do you do coke?
I've never done cocaine.
Now.
I drink Coca-Cola though, which is a caffeine.
That used to have cocaine in it.
F. Scott Fitzgerald, if we're going to nerd out, used to have lines of Coke bottles.
Because he was all coked out.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Do you not do any drugs? I'm not talking about alcohol. Alcohol is a religious choice. The drugs you don't do, that's not a religious choice. There's nothing in your religion that's anti-drug, right?
Depending on the perspective.
There's nothing specific in Islam about DMT or MDMA or mushrooms, correct?
My wife, a doctor who's also Muslim, would say even weed, if done with the intention of medicinal marijuana, is much better than prescription drugs. Even Molly or mushrooms, they would say with the intention to really heal people.
So it's intent.
Yeah, intent. What are you using it for? To lose control or to really heal? And now the religious scholars are saying, if you could take prescription drugs, which destroy people, some prescription drugs, why not take weed that actually help people, or Molly?
Okay.
So there you go.
Your wife's cool, man.
She's very cool. I married way up, man.
Dude, you lucked out.
Lucked out, and she's very attractive.
Dude.
And super smart and kind.
Look at you.
I know.
You got kids?
3.
Shit, man.
If I can do it.
I've never even hugged a girl.
Yet.
I'm a virgin. Yet.
But you are trained, sir, when it comes to alcohol and psychedelics.
How do you get a hot doctor? That's the dream. Were you just lurking around med schools?
I was just like this. Let me pounce on your anxiety. Who's desperate?
Let's get coffee.
She's like, fine, the bar's low. She said I made her laugh.
The bar's low.
She goes, the last guy had a shaky iPhone. And you came out.
You made her laugh.
She said I made her laugh. And she said I let her be how she was. And she said, and I married her when I had nothing. I was completely broke.
And she still tolerated you.
And 10 years on, man.
She's a
10
keeper.
years on. She's a keeper.
Wow.
And a good person.
She fucked up.
No, man.
She blew it.
Don't tell her.
If you're watching, run for the hills. I mean.
You know, my parents are visiting, and I'm an only child, and they're like, she's better than you. I'm like, that's cold-blooded.
Your parents
I'm an only child. They're like, I'm sorry, but
you can't let her know. You have to just pretend that.
This is the trick. When you get married and have kids or settle down, give them kids early, 3 kids. So there's 3 young kids.
So you trap them.
You trap them.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'll stick with you for 5 more years.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Eric Andre show that I have to promote for you, season 6 was given high praise. Entertainment Weekly
Was it? Great.
It is very alarming. End quote.
Okay.
Yeah. What can we expect in season 6?
A lot of full frontal nudity.
All right.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the norm, I think, because this is okay. So
I'm a one-trick pony.
But that trick
Put me out to pasture. Put me down like old Yeller.
It is a very honorable trick.
Yeah.
A masculine trick. And this is the no spin zone.
You ever seen that movie Battle of Algiers?
Yes. Excellent movie.
Best. The best.
F. Scott Fitzgerald, Battle of Algiers, Ernest Hemingway. Gen Z's with us.
I know we're losing the crowd.
But speaking of your nudity, and this is how we get them back. This is a no spin zone. Tony, who's right there, worked with you on season 1. Did. And Tony made a claim.
What happened to his leg? What happened to your leg?
Tony went on a mountain and skied and almost died.
For real?
For real.
Ski accident? That's scary shit, man.
And
you hit your head? Good.
And Tony's so cool that he's limped here to work just to be here. With
Lucky
one leg.
his leg, not his head.
Tony.
You fucking bonk your head, it's lights out. No,
but Tony made a claim, a very bold claim, and we have to make sure that this is a no spin zone, there's no lies. Tony said right before he came that outside of Eric Andre, no other person has seen Eric Andre more naked than Tony.
He might be right. I mean, he might not be right. I've had a girlfriend before.
No, he said even then. He said in the season
my mom has seen me naked.
He said season 1, I saw him naked all the time.
Yeah, that's fair.
True claim?
I did date Tony.
Actually.
But it was purely sexual.
Purely sexual. Who broke up with who?
I had no respect for him the whole time. And he dumped me. That was the crazy thing.
Tony also says that thanks to you, you saved him from making a terrible life choice and being with the girl because he went on a date that was terrible. You gave him your phone number and said, hey, let's hang out later. And he used you as an excuse to bail out of that relationship.
Really?
Tony?
What does that mean? What do those powerful words mean?
That means that you saved him from being with the wrong woman. So thank you.
Wait. You were on a date. And to get out of the date, you said, Eric's calling me, I have to go?
Yes, that's what he told us.
That's insane. You sound schizophrenic.
And he's like...
That's how you broke your leg?
He should have been doing weed. Or Molly.
I can't wait till you do drugs.
I'm
going to be so happy.
Do you think
I'm going to be so happy when you and your wife and your dad are just high as a kite, tripping balls. No. With intention.
With intention in a safe space.
With intention in a safe space. To better yourself.
With the 10 seconds I have left, and I wish I had more time, is there anything else you'd like?
Take me to Pakistan.
Would you like to come with me?
What city were we talking?
Karachi.
For me, it's Islamabad or nothing.
All right, I didn't know.
That's my stance.
That's your heart? That's where your heart is?
Yes.
Well, if you want to trip, we're going to trip in Karachi.
Have you been to Nepal?
Been to Nepal?
Maldives?
Been to Maldives?
You have?
Been to Sri Lanka.
Take me with you. You been to India?
No, I've never. I tried.
You hate each other.
No, I love them. I tried to get a visa, but
a little bit of beef.
A little bit of beef.
A little tension.
If they only took some Molly, maybe they'd be open.
Maybe. Also, there's nuclear weapons.
Other than that.
Other than the nuclear weapons and the partition drawn by a Welsh lawyer haphazardly in the 40s.
And now you just lost Gen Z. Eric, Andre, thank you so much, sir. It was a pleasure. I'm glad the bar was so low.
Thank you.
And I'm glad we hopped over it.
Yes, you did. You're breaking through glass ceilings.
And
you were like, what's her name that got the Oscar last night?
I'm the Michelle Yeoh.
You're the Michelle Yeoh of South by Southwest.
Of South by Southwest.
Yes.
An upgrade.
Yes.
The 6th season of the Eric Andre Show, described as very alarming by Entertainment Weekly, premieres June 4th on Adult Swim and features brave guests like Lil Nas X and Natasha Lyonne. Join us for the rest of the week when our guests will include actor-comedian John Leguizamo, synth rock superstars New Order, and the cast of the new series American Born Chinese. These interviews are also streaming live during the event on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/SXSW. I'm Wajahat Ali, the Michelle Yeoh of SXSW hosts. Thanks for watching.